Hello there, a quick video to show you how to make some changes to your website by adding in new rows, new content areas so that you can really build up your website exactly how you want it. So getting started, we've created a design center, and it basically is just a visual representation of all the different types of page titles, content rows, photo gallery rows, and call to action rows that we've created already for you, and that you'll be able to just to add to your website. So let's just have a look at what there is. So clicking on the page title rows, and we're going to be adding to these all the time. You've got various options here. So a page title that's just literally with a blank background. Then you've got a pale coloured background, and that background colour will pick up the pale custom colour that we'll have set for your website. A dark custom color background, likewise, that will use the custom color, dark color that we've selected for your website. Or a photo background where you can add this row and then add your own photo to the background. So those are the four current page title options that you have. Then you've got content row layouts as well, which, as you can imagine, it goes through pretty much lots and lots of different types of row setup. So left hand image, right hand text, the reverse here, two text columns with a title. And of course, you can delete any of these modules that you want going forward. So if you didn't want the title, you can just delete that once you've added the row. And then you've got a full width left text, right image. And then you've got a fixed width left image, right text. And then the opposite here. And then you've got here a highlights row where you've got a text block and then an at a glance, which is very useful, especially for home pages. You could use that sort of thing. Or you've got a highlights row, 2 columns. Or you've got the highlights row, 3 columns, which is nicer in a way. Especially if you've got 9 highlights, that's really nice to do it like that. Equally, you can add more highlights to each of these columns, trying to make them all the same. So you'd want 4 or 3 or etc. Then you've got here a row for left half text, right half HTML. So this can be, you can add any HTML code you want there, e.g. Google embedding code, or you could use a booking code. Some companies, booking companies provide you with a little bit of code that you can add for widgets and so on. So you choose to use that aspect there. A page introduction. So if you're creating a new page and you wanted to add an intro, that's the row you could use. And again, you can just delete that row of images if you don't want them. Photo parallax background row with info title. So that's if you just wanted to break up a page a little bit and have that as a background. Parallax means that when you scroll over it, like so, when you're moving down the page, you get to see the different parts of the photo. It's almost like you've got something fixed above a background and you're moving it over the background area. And then you've just got a plain photo parallax row, which like so, like a letterbox style. And lastly, a testimonials row. So there you have that if you want to add that anywhere. So then let's see what else we have. Photo gallery layouts, quite self-explanatory here. Full width gallery row. And obviously that's been set to have 4 columns on a PC, 3 columns on a tablet, 2 columns on a phone. So you'd want those in sets of ideally 4 in multiples of 4, so it looks lovely. Then you've got a full width row with photo carousel. So this is nice because as long as you've got more than 5 photos, it looks really nice. Gallery row where this is just a normal gallery and it's got the last row centralized, so you don't have to it doesn't matter how many images you've got there. You could have 9, 11, it doesn't matter. Photo gallery grid, which has got a 4 column set. And then again, the same as before, the photo parallax background and the photo parallax row there. Lastly, we've got some call to action rows, and these would typically go at the bottom near your or in this first example, some people like to have it underneath their initial photo header to ask people to book directly via the website. So that's quite a nice row just to add, and I'll show you that in a moment using our demo website. And then here is a call to action ready to book, and this typically you could have either breaking up a page or at the bottom of the page. So that's a really nice, pretty call to action there. So let's go now to our demo site, where I'm going to show you how we can use those rows really nicely. So first of all, just load up the front page editor to get it so you can get to access to editing your website. And wait for that to load up. You'll know it's loaded up when you see everything has got the blue outlines, etc. So let's just imagine you wanted to add something to this page. What you would do is you'd click on rows, and then you can see here are the different types of rows available. So the call to action rows, the content row layouts, and the page titles and photo gallery rows. So you need to have looked in the Design Center to see what kind of row you want, and then go and find it from here, because unfortunately there's no image here. You have to rely on remembering what it's called. So let's just imagine you wanted to add in, let's say you wanted to add a testimonials row. You would just drag it and drop it where you want it. So here you can see the testimonials row has been added. And let's just add something else. Let's add a 2 text column with title. We could just throw that in there. And again, you need to make sure you're putting it in between 2 rows. You can't put the row within an existing row. So you couldn't drop it in here. This is one row, and you can see what a row consists of when you hover over it. And you can see that this row has got this bit, this bit, this bit, and this bit, all within one row. So you can only add a new row underneath it, and in between that and for example, I could add another row in between these 2. So I'll just show you how to do that again. So let's add this focused row here. And you can see when you hold down, you'll see it'll give you a little highlighted area saying that's where you can add the new row. And then in it goes. And it's as simple as that. So literally all you need to do is click on the plus sign if it's not already showing this pop-up area. Click on rows, and you'll see it by default. It shows you the different blank rows. These have got nothing on them, so don't choose those. You click on those, and then you'll see there's the main headings here: call to action rows, content row layouts, page titles, photo gallery rows. So again, we could click on adding a gallery, for example, here. Not that you'd want to because you've already got that there, but if you did. And you can drag and drop it. So you just hold it down and you can pop it where you can see the highlighted row is available. So you can really add tons and tons of content to your website, but very importantly, don't add too many images on one page. Really, if you're having a gallery like so, you don't want many other pictures. So try and keep galleries to be on a gallery page unless you're using the carousel, which is less heavy. And that's it. If you have any questions, just send us an email and we'll create an answer for you. All the best. Oh, sorry, before I sign off, once you've made your changes, as normal, click on Done and Publish. I don't really want to save these changes, so I'm going to click Discard and OK, and then none of those changes will have been saved. You'll see that my website looks as it did before. And that's it. Looking forward to hearing from you. Give us some feedback. Let us know how you found this. Take care. Bye-bye.